forever. Even during Ramadan, especially during Ramadan, you need it, buddy. 174. That's how many days into the most important election of our lives. We are getting closer. It'll be here before you know it. And we have to be prepared for it and get ready for it, because what happened last night in California should be a wake-up call for us Democrats and for anyone who wants to defeat Donald Trump. There was a special election in California's 25th congressional district last night. And Katie Hill had been the Democrat there. She had resigned because of a scandal. What happened? The Republicans won this seat. Now, before you get too concerned, let's put it in some context here. First of all, Republicans have held that seat since 1993, except for 2018 to now this election that just happened yesterday. So in reality, it's a pro-Republican district, but it's winnable. The difference between 2018 and last night was one big thing. Democrats did not come out to vote. What happened? Mike Garcia won the election yesterday. How many votes did he get? 80,000. And there's still some more being counted. It's about 80% of the vote counted. So even if he gets the rest of all the votes, it's going to be about 90, 95,000 votes. Katie Hill in 2018, how many votes did she get? 133,000. If she was running and got that same number, she would have crushed Mike Garcia. When Democrats come out big, we win big. It is that simple, my friends. 2008, Barack Obama gets nearly 70 million votes. What did Trump get in 2016? About 63 million. We will destroy him if we come out big. Now, there's something happening tomorrow that is concerning, potentially concerning, and that's in Michigan, where there's going to be another armed protest by these Michigan People for Justice, which is a lot of them, not all of them, are involved in militia groups or white supremacists. Some, I'm sure, are fine people, but there's a lot of concerning people. These are the same people who just a couple of weeks ago had the armed protest, screamed at the police officers, disrespecting them. They were brandishing weapons, these guys, like AK-47s and AR-15s, look like lobbying day in Baghdad. But Trump defended them. Trump tweeted they were good people. And before that, Donald Trump tweeted, "Liberate Michigan." Tomorrow, we may see a Trump-inspired act of violence take place in Michigan because they're coming back for an even bigger armed protest. In fact, the organizers are calling tomorrow Judgment Day. That's what's on their flyer, Judgment Day. It's an odd choice of words when you're an armed, angry militia group to say Judgment Day. And I want to put something out there for people to understand. When Trump tweeted about these guys a few days ago, they're good people, I want to read for you some of the posts from these groups of organizers and those involved in the protest tomorrow to give you a sense of what's really going on. And on these Facebook groups that have over 400,000 people, while they were private, the media got access through someone, and these people used their real names. For example, John Campbell wrote, "People of Michigan versus Governor Gretchen Whitmer." That's the name of the governor there. He wrote, "We need a good old-fashioned lynch mob to storm the Capitol, drag her tyrannical ass out into the street, and string her up as our forefathers would have." James Grenna wrote, "Plain and simple, she, Governor Whitmer, needs to eat lead and send a statement to the rest of the Democrats that they are next." I wonder if Muslims, my fellow Muslims, have posted like that. We could probably get visited by the police, but when you're angry white people, you get defended by Donald Trump. There were numerous other comments and very detailed threats, beheadings, rape, you name it. These are the people involved in the protest tomorrow. One of the worst here, this guy Dave Meisenheimer, wrote, "In Michigan, there's against excessive quarantine," which has 385,000 Facebook members. So this is not just a little group of 5 people. Wrote, "We haven't had any bloodshed yet, but the populace is counting to 3, and the other day was 2. Next, tomorrow, comes watering the tree of liberty with the blood of tyrants." Another, Gordon Chapman, added about the rally tomorrow, "Voting is too late. We need to act now." It's gotten so bad, it's gone beyond Facebook. The Attorney General of the state of Michigan has said there are credible threats against the governor and Democratic elected officials. But still tomorrow, the protests will go on. I'm a big believer in the First Amendment. I believe in free speech. I will defend speech. If I don't like the speech, my answer is counter it with more speech. But bringing AR-15 and AK-47s to menace people, no, that's not free speech. That's threatening behavior. That is an act that hopes for a reaction that lets you use your AR-15. Let's be blunt. Listen to the words of these people. Another guy wrote about the Capitol. He goes, last time we could have taken it over, but we wanted to. This was just a display, adding, next time won't be. Next time is tomorrow in Michigan. Tomorrow at this time, we could be talking about a protest. There were weapons, but they were calm. Or we could be talking about a Donald Trump-inspired act of terrorism. So don't be surprised if this happens tomorrow. And I'm hoping it doesn't, sincerely. Hoping they protest peacefully. That's their right. They're upset with the closures. That's their right to do that. Even though Michigan has one of the highest rates of infections right now, according to the numbers today. Let me look at it. Nearly 50 and almost 5,000 people have died. And the stay-at-home order expires in just about a week and a half. But that's not good enough for these people because Donald Trump has taught them that somehow Democrats, we want to close America to hurt him. Because it's all about Trump. Life and death is about Trump. Donald Trump today finally showed us what he cared about. As he tweeted showing empathy and compassion for the over 85,000 American families mourning loved ones? No. He tweeted today about the stock market going down and how upset he was with two big Wall Street guys saying the stock market's overvalued. That's what Trump cares about. That's it, not the rest of us. So all these attacks on Dr. Fauci to destroy the experts is to lay the groundwork for this, that you go out there, you risk your life so Donald Trump and his GOP investors, and that's what we must call them, they're not donors, they're investors, because they want a return on investment. And their return on investment is the stock market going up so they can get more bonuses and in turn give more money to Donald Trump and the other Republicans. I've never seen a situation where we had a president of the United States make life and death a partisan issue. And that's what he's done here. There's no bottom to Donald Trump. But in about 174 days, we have the chance to end this nightmare. It is up to us. And I had people on the show call in and email me with suggestions how we frame this going into the election for Trump. Some great expressions, some great proposals. Things like Orange Crash, which is pretty good. President Body Bags, that was really good. That was Rick Wilson, the former Republican, who came on the show calling President Body Bags. The list goes on. Donnie's disaster, disastrous Donnie. In any event, we have to get out there. It is up to us. And if we come out big, we win big. It's that simple, my friends. On the show tonight, Elie Mystal, you know him from MSNBC all the time. He's a correspondent with The Nation. Also, Julian Zelizer, CNN contributor and professor at Princeton University. And from now to Friday, SiriusXM is free. The entire network's free. So my show is free. So come to SiriusXM, go to the website, go to channel 127, that's Progress, that's what I'm on, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in tonight. Better yet, call in. I'd love to hear your view on Donald Trump's ginning up what I view as violence. And I think this is a test run for Donald Trump to get the violent members of his base, and they're all not violent, let's be clear, but that subset that's violent, to be ready for him. Because come election day, Donald Trump, I think, will have them out there intimidating voters with their AR-15s and AK-47s. And I think when Donald Trump loses, he might call on them to surround the White House. This sounds ridiculous, I know. But with Donald Trump, nothing is off the table. And we have to be aware. And I say it not to scare us, but to prepare us. Because with Donald Trump, this election does not end easily. As Michael Cohen, his former attorney, testified under oath that if Donald Trump loses, he fears the transition of power will not be peaceful. How many agree with that? I'm sure a lot of us. Tune into the show. It's live. It's free. Go to SiriusXM.com. I'm there 6 to 9. Or email me, dean@deanofradio.com. Better yet, call me during the show. Share your views. You are my guest. I want to hear from you. Tune in 6 to 9 p.m. tonight.